Ladies and gentlemen, introducing No Objective Gaming with Aaron and Jordan. Bring it on! Turn that shit up!
Welcome to another episode of No Objective Gaming. This is episode 38.
38.
Yeah, and I'm Aaron, and we have...
Sleepy fuck. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh,
That's what happens when you stay up trying to gain SR.
Dude, you're crazy,
in a
man.
game that has a fucked up competitive system.
I cannot believe you stayed up that late trying to do that.
2:30 is too late to stay up to get up at like 8 o'clock.
I can't believe it, man. Oh, dude, I get up early to play games, but I don't stay up late.
No.
That's what I do.
You don't,
Yeah.
no.
But anyway, we're going to be talking about this growing trend in pretty much pay to win.
Yeah.
All these microtransactions that can happen within these new games.
There's a couple of games that are just about to come out and have come out.
No audio, you reckon?
There should be some audio there, buddy.
I'm pretty sure.
There's... Yeah, coming through. There's a couple of games that are coming out.
Yep.
That basically have enforced this as their system, and we're going to address those.
Wow, yeah, that's true. Sorry, I was just checking the audio. It is coming through. If you check on the stream, it is coming through. So,
Yeah.
But yes, that's
So-
gonna be. So we're gonna be talking about that. I was all disorientated. Sorry.
So good.
But yeah. So what have you been playing this week, dude?
Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
I played Amnesia.
Oh, I saw that, dude.
That was fucked up, dude. Like, admittedly, not very scary. I was kind of like, oh, ooh. I don't find that theme very scary. Like the old sort of, what is that, like 19th century sort of wandering around with a lantern, and then there's creepy zombies and stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure why I didn't. But yeah, it was pretty good. I liked having Fraser there. He was helping me out. It was a good mate to just have there watching.
So was he just texting you on the chat instead of?
Yeah, he was in the chat.
That's good.
So that was pretty funny. And had I darkened the whole room as well.
I saw that. You could barely see yourself.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna look so fucking weird, but it would be weird if I was playing this in a bright light.
You could make it so your webcam is black and white.
Oh,
For it. You could do that as well.
okay,
I was
yeah.
thinking about doing that for like my
Outlast.
horror streams that I've been doing.
Oh,
But
if you did, if there's a filter for it that has the night vision, so like, what do you call that? Infrared.
oh, okay.
If
So
you had
you're like
infrared
red.
filter, because in Outlast, when you turn the video camera on,
Yeah.
it goes to infrared.
Oh, that greenish
yeah,
color. Yeah.
like night vision goggles.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Lost Pod Files. It's all good, man.
we are good.
Welcome. Yeah, we're
How you
good
going,
too.
buddy? And I think that's pretty much it. I played a bit more of Battlefront 2 beta.
Nice.
After Amnesia, I turned the stream off. I was like, that's enough now. I played for 2.5 or 3 hours or something.
I think that's a good limit for like horror games.
Towards
'cause,
towards the end, I was like, I'm just sort of, it's a chore now. Like, I'm not really in, like, I don't mind Amnesia. It's not my sort of game though, but I wanted to do it because Fraser wanted to see it, and I like playing games on that sort of stream that I wouldn't normally play.
Yeah.
You know, something that'll make me go, what the fuck is this? Like, get really frustrated. But it wasn't that frustrating. I got the hang of it, and now I kind of want to play Soma.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that.
I might try and find either that on. I think it's on PS4. National Beard Day, dude. It's always National Beard Day. Lost Pod Files.
You got to grow one.
Yeah,
Come on, dude.
come on, man. I really want to play Soma. It looks like, I don't know who made it, but it's the same style. Like, you don't fight.
Oh, okay.
But it's all sci-fi.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
So what about you, boss man?
I finished Silent Hill 2 this week. I got the generic ending where I killed my wife, and
Dark. Weird.
well,
Weird.
going back and playing it now when you're older and you understand, it's a really interesting concept. Like, she was really ill, sick, and dying basically, and she said, "Kill me, be free from this."
Yeah, I guess when you do go back and play that, like, instead of being a child like you were first time,
Yeah.
you get to be like, you get
An
to
adult and
understand,
understand it,
what
yeah.
that means. And the reality of that, like that's actually a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the context of Silent Hill with creepy friggin' critters and shit wandering around, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, and it triggered some really cool conversations on stream about like
That's sweet.
euthanasia and stuff like that. Because I mentioned it, I was like, "Look, my mother died from cancer, and I watched her take her last breath." And
Yeah.
so I mentioned, and I said I was sitting there and I was pissed off because you're watching them suffer when they're not even there mentally anymore.
No, that's right.
So it's like, when is a point when you can say enough's enough?
And I find I love, obviously, like I like talking about this shit as well. Obviously, you do as well. It's kind of why we like chatting.
Yeah, while
It's
we're
good-
doing this.
good to do a podcast if we both like chatting.
Yeah.
And I think that there's not really anything I wouldn't talk about on stream. Obviously, as long as it's appropriate. But I reckon that's all those sorts of conversations are awesome to have.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It happened 3 years ago. I think I've come to terms with it.
Yeah.
Still sad, but
I was talking to Buffalo the other day, and he was telling me it was the anniversary of his
brother, yeah.
I was like, dude.
and he died 3 years ago the other day too. So
I felt so, it was awful. But he was a big Pearl Jam fan, so he was playing some Pearl Jam. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck yes, Pearl Jam rules.
that's cool. And he also has a big Star Wars poster behind him, so that's
right.
like from
he's
his brother as
he
well.
said he was a Star Wars nerd. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, I said, me and your brother would have gone on like a fucking house on fire.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think he understood that expression, got on like a house on fire.
It's
'cause
just
I
an
said
Aussie
it.
term, yeah.
I was like, I said that. He's like, what?
What the hell's going on?
Yeah, he's like, what are you talking about? Are you going to set my house on fire, bro? You an arsonist?
no.
Yeah, cool.
So it was really cool. I liked that stream. It was a really good stream that day.
Yeah.
And it kind of was, it was appropriate for that situation because I would have been like,
I reckon that there's a lot of conversations you can have. It's the best thing about Twitch and the internet and streaming is that there's so, like, I talked to Kaiser about American politics.
yeah, and he loves that. He jumps on and goes, had the best chat with Jordan.
Yeah, it's just cool. Like, I mean, I follow it, and he probably is like, holy shit, what's this stupid Aussie doing meddling in our business? But then I'm like, no,
Well,
I like it.
our politics are a bit average, so
Yeah, we're pretty boring down here, and
It's like our Prime Minister can just get kicked out mid-term and it's all good, and then we just get another one.
it's not a big deal.
no.
Whereas they're talking about impeaching Trump, and it's like, this is it's the big deal. We're
Yeah,
like, we've gone through like
Yeah,
three
we've got-
different
yeah.
prime ministers. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's happened, 3 times in the last 6 years?
Oh, dude, it's weird.
It's odd, yeah.
So yeah, now you're on to Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, so RE7 now, and that's eerie as all hell, man. Now, I've actually been getting scared in that game, getting goosebumps up my legs some points because it just plays, it heightens those senses because I'm walking around, you're trying to find things, then all of a sudden something jumps out of a wall at you. Like, in your face, man. It's crazy. But yeah.
Lost Pod File says, I started this channel for podcasting, but my voice sounds like I'm crying or going through puberty. I'll get there
Oh, dude.
one day.
You'll get there. Link us, whisper us your podcast, and I'll definitely check it out, dude.
Yeah, man. And if your voice sounds like you're crying, the best thing I think you can do is just get some good equipment.
Yeah.
People don't mind other people's voices if you've got nice equipment. Like it sucks through, I guess, like a gaming headset.
Yeah, gaming headsets
It
are a
won't
bit...
sound as good, and it won't.
Yeah.
Like people,
If you get any blue USB microphones or Rode USB microphones, you can start off on them and they sound amazing. And just work on compression. Compressing audio is the best thing you can do for a podcast. So work on that.
Yeah. Since Aaron bought his compressor, podcast quality's gone significantly higher.
More for our live, yeah. So,
Audio.
yeah.
So, have you been playing anything in your private time?
No, I haven't actually.
Haven't had any private time?
No, haven't
in
had
your
none.
private time?
Nothing.
When you're sitting on the toilet.
Well, yeah.
You said you played Metal Gear Solid.
I
sitting on the
was
toilet.
playing, doing a crap and doing Metal Gear Solid because you know how you like to push your craps out. They go for a long time. So
It's just like a bit of private time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to delay that shit.
But yeah.
But you don't play mobile games
No.
anymore, do you?
No, I won't
We got to do
touch
an
them.
episode on this. And I really want to get that company that I messaged you about. I really want to
give
see
it an
if we
interview.
can see if we can interview them.
Yeah,
Which
because
is,
mobile gaming is the biggest thing out at the moment. It's way bigger than actual
Yeah.
gaming. Yeah, so
Lost My File says, I'll be doing random gaming charity streams starting today for the next 30 days for Beyond Blue.
oh, nice.
Thanks for the advice. I'm planning on getting a new microphone. That's awesome, man. Actually, I think I know you've been putting that in our Australian Gaming Podcast Network.
So yeah, okay, yeah, that's cool, man. That's good.
That's sweet.
Well,
So-
we'll be there. I'll check it out.
Yeah, for Beyond Blue.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I like that.
This beginning of the podcast is really just chatting, just warming up
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the topic. Yeah,
That's right. There's not much news this week, so we're killing time. What were we? The fuck were we talking about? This is ridiculous.
It is. Well, let's just tell you everyone where they can find us. Okay, you
may
can
as well
find
get
us
to
at
that part.
Facebook at No Objective Gaming, Twitter at No Objective Game, Twitch at No Objective Gaming AU. We've got an Instagram, which is No Objective Gaming, and we've got a Discord server where you can jump in and join in the conversation. It's going off every day, man. Discord is definitely boosting.
Yeah.
And you can find that underneath our Twitch channel. And just click on the link and it'll spit you straight out to our server. It's open for everyone and join in the conversation. It's great.
Yeah, it's always good on Discord, and it's the best way for us to coordinate playing games with people. I was playing with Clayton and Fraser last night.
Yeah,
so these two guys we didn't even know before we did this podcast. I mean, you knew Clayton, sorry.
I met him at a show.
But we didn't play games with them before then, so it's awesome. We were doing Junkenstein last night on Overwatch, which is the PvE new Halloween event.
I did lurk for a bit on that and it looked kind of cool. I was like, all right, this is what I would play because I like PvE content.
You should have jumped on, man. You should have jumped on. I got 2 accounts for that
And
reason.
then I fell asleep.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Well, maybe we could do a stream at some point because Fraser wants to do it again.
Yeah.
So
And watch me suck.
Well, it's fine, man.
Yeah.
Like there's actually the 4 characters you play in Junkenstein are all like accuracy based, but it doesn't matter. On normal difficulty, it's really not that hard. It's fun. So we'll tee it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get into
New games.
what's come out, and it has been some stuff that
Dude,
has come out.
There has been a few
There's been
things that
a
came out.
particular release that is very relevant.
Well, yeah, definitely for our topic this week. But anyway, we had some Middle Earth, Shadow of War. This is a very controversial topic at the moment. People loving it, people are hating it.
yeah,
so-
I'd like to. I think we looked at the Metascore last time, but
We could have a look at the Metascore again just to...
let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do this for the bigger games that come out anyway when we're doing this because I think it's good to just Metacritic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to get it right.
Just press
Shadow
down.
of
Shadow of
War down the bottom. There we go.
Why is Shadow of Mordor up there? Older game.
So it's not bad.
That's
84.
not bad. 84.
So.
There's some games that I've played that have been around that have been good. So sounds like a good game. And Evil Within 2.
Yeah,
Evil Within 2 came out yesterday?
Yes, and that's got an 81.
81.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're okay. They're not bad. I was watching a lot of people actually stream Evil Within 2 because I was thinking about buying it this year, right? And
What's up, Brainwash guys? What's up, Fraser?
Oh, dudes, they're on.
How you doing, Fraser? You feeling better? He was a bit sick yesterday.
No, damn. But anyway, the Evil
yeah.
Within 2, I wanted to play it. I was like, this is going to be cool. The first one was
Yeah.
really eerie. It was like, the same kind of thing where you got corridors, you go down. It's just horror elements. This one is open world in
Sorry to
certain
hear that,
sections.
Fraser. Yeah.
And it just looks crap.
Oh, really? Like it looks
I don't
crap.
like, because the open world doesn't look scary anymore. You can hide in bushes, run around. There's just monsters everywhere. So you get desensitized to the enemies.
Yeah, so it's not scary. It's
No.
a different direction.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to buy it. Just because of
Okay.
that, because I didn't like the way it looked. I didn't like the way it played either.
Thanks for joining Discord, Lost Pod Files. You're a legend, man. Appreciate
Champion. Anyway, we've got Gone Astray. That's a PC game that came out. It's a first-person survival horror game. So
that. Raiden 5.
Raiden
Just
5.
got.
Okay. Never played that. Tiny?
I mean,
Yeah.
I genuinely want to play Shadow of War. I would be interested, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to run to the shop and get it now. It's more one of those games like I got with Shadow of Mordor. I got the Game of the Year edition when it was about $10
Yeah.
and just went, cool. It's a single player game. I just like Lord of the Rings. I love that I like the world. It'd be cool to play a game based on this. The only thing that disappoints me about it is there's not a lot of... This is a bit fanboy, but like there's not a lot of other references. It's just you and this weird elf that's inside of you and then orcs.
It sucks.
You know, like an Uruk-hai and all, of course. But like it's not like, oh, you travel out to the Sylvan forest and you meet up with the Sylvan elves, the wood elves, and then you go to the Noldor like you go and see that.
They
Like,
don't have that fantasy element of
I
the
don't know.
game.
Yeah, why hasn't that been done for Lord of the Rings yet? You know what I mean? Like, I know Lord of the Rings was big.
They
Like-
had all the old PlayStation 2 ones.
Yeah, but they were based on
On
the
the movie,
movies.
yeah.
Why isn't there like an RP, like just a nice role playing?
They could even take stuff from the Silmarillions.
Yeah.
Why don't
Well,
they take
the
some of
card
that?
game does.
Yeah.
Ollie is so desperate to play that game again, man. We need to.
He's
It's
got so many cards though.
Dude, it's his birthday in 2 weeks, so he's
Alright.
we're gonna go to Netherworld because we didn't go.
Yeah, we didn't go with me because I was just like,
Yeah,
it
too much effort.
too much planning, you know.
Storm, is it hitting you up there, Barbie Island, man? Already?
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Kicking
this
it off.
storm's coming. We better finish this podcast before it happens, before our internet goes.
Does it?
No, I don't know.
It's
I'm just assuming.
Lightning's gonna strike
Yeah.
the exchange. It's gonna that's NBN for you.
Yeah. What else came out? So we had WWE 2K18 came out this
Ooh,
week.
fuck yeah.
Oh, wrestling!
Yeah.
I don't.
Fucking
I
yes.
played Just Bring It.
John Cena.
Oh, dude. I just remember SmackDown Just Bring It, right? And I played The Undertaker all the time because he comes out on the bike, man. And he's like, just
you would
a
have loved
boss.
that,
Yeah.
fucking Harley Davidson asshole.
Oh, yeah. And the people's elbow from The Rock, man. How he pulls it off. Oh.
People's elbow is sick. Don't even fucking
So
speak
good,
ill.
man.
Don't speak ill of The Rock.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of Switch games. They look like Switch
Yep.
Nindies came out, a whole lot of them.
Oh, that Raid game
Yeah,
came
Raid
out,
World War II finally came
which
out.
wasn't supposed to be that good. And that's it.
That's it. So we had 3 big titles for people. So if people are into WWE and Evil Within and Shadow of War.
So I reckon go after you finish Resident Evil 7, go back and maybe jump into Evil Within.
I'm thinking about going to Resident Evil 1 HD version.
Oh, shit.
That-
Going back that far,
Yes,
dude.
so the HD version came out probably 2 years ago, 3 years ago now, and it's actually half decent. It doesn't look half as bad as the original. Like, it's full on texture packed. It's new remastered soundtrack, everything.
Wow.
So it looks good. So
That's crazy, man.
yeah. But
Cool.
anyway, let's get into the gaming news, guys.
This is a no objective gaming news update.
Boom.
Yeah, boom.
So Brainwash said Lord of the Rings really needs that mystical fantasy like feature.
Yeah.
Do
it
you
would.
reckon? Do you mean like Shadow of War needs that? Yeah. Fraser's trying to get me to play this scary game. It's 30 minutes long, so maybe Aaron will do it.
I could do it.
Is
I
it
was
weed
having some
related?
conversations right the other night after talking in Discord, talking about doing a weekend stream for myself, and I think I can slot them in on Sundays around 2 p.m. So 2 in the afternoon, I can slot in a 2-hour stream
Oh yeah.
on a Sunday. So
And what's that for?
that's just for all you guys like Frey and that. You
Oh,
can jump in,
for
have
Aussie-
a watch
yeah,
for the
yeah.
Aussies guys. So so you guys don't need to get up
Dude,
at 3 o'clock.
Don't
So
pay for a game for us. It's totally fine. I think Aaron can afford $3 for a 30-minute game.
I think I've got this prepaid credit card thing that I got over a year ago, and I
Thanks,
think it's
though,
got $3 left on it.
Well, there
so
you
I
go.
could-
Yeah,
I
you
could
said
use
then.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this news. There's not much, and we'll get right into this main topic because the main topic is going to be fun. A lot of conversations are going to be
Yeah,
sparked
we really
from
want
this-
you guys to be
yeah.
involved.
So do it. Okay. You remember weeks ago we were talking about PUBG and how it just overtaken the
Yep.
top spot of the most concurrent players.
Sure.
It got over Dota 2. So now, get this right, Dota's sitting at 716,000 players concurrently playing at a peak time. PUBG is now 1,963,000, dude.
And that's so like Dota 2 is managed by Valve,
Yes.
and they, and no wonder PUBG has fucking server issues. Like they've got
This
got
crazy.
they've got almost 3 times the amount of people playing at one time, and we complain when they have fucking issues.
Dude, I cannot believe this. They've doubled the highest person before that previous.
It's awesome.
This is boosting probably Steam's marketplace as well.
It's a great
So-
game, and the more I play Overwatch, the more I'm like, fucking hell, I should just be playing PUBG.
Oh, because you're not losing SR. It's just pointless
but
killing.
I just find the solo's okay, but it's really you have just this massive disadvantage.
Okay.
So, I like a solo version of that game where it only queues you with solo players, so that you don't have like you kill someone and then their mate comes along and then just shoots you while you're reloading.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would like that, but anyway, that's just more.
That will come in time.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because with what they're up to 15 or 17 million units sold of this game and 2 million people playing it once.
Yeah.
That's massive.
So what's the news about Fortnite though?
Okay, so Fortnite.
Because this
See, the
flows on.
battle's going on, man.
The battle rages. The battlegrounds.
Yes, the battlegrounds. It's they just got 10 million players on PUBG, dude.
On Fortnite.
On Fortnite. So they're creeping up.
You need more caffeine.
Yeah, I do. Did I say PUBG today?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
PUBG has 17 million.
They got 10
Fortnite
million.
has 10.
So crazy, dude.
Yeah.
They're creeping up. But Fortnite's free to play.
Yeah.
PUBG's 30
And
bucks.
again, like I said last week, does that include people who are playing or just have downloaded the game?
Just download the game.
Yeah, which like I could go and download the game right now and then go,
But
I'll play
I think
that.
the game has to launch once. I don't know
So?
I don't know if they're working off that because you know how they like to make their statistics a bit skew and be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like we've sold 5 million units of this game, but it hasn't. It's been 5 million units shipped, so they haven't technically been sold. So
But
it might
it's a digital
be
game. I don't think you can buy the Battle Royale.
No, it's all free to play.
Yeah, so it's different. They don't ship.
No.
You know what I mean?
They just
And
download.
They don't release codes. It's just a free download. So I don't think they have that problem.
So it's creeping up, and I honestly think, and PUBG even came out this week and said they don't care. They're like, we know we've got a superior model of our game. It works better.
It's different. They are different. They're fundamentally different. One's sort of cartoonish and competitive, but not so like...
Not as hardcore as PUBG.
PUBG is like, dude, you got bullet drop, you got real weapons. It's tough. You're healing. Like you get shot, you take a lot of damage. It's really in depth. So I like it.
Yeah, it's good. So next piece of news.
More
is,
depressing news. All these fucking developers, man.
Yeah, dude. So Mike Laidlaw or whatever his name is, he is. We left Bioware this week after 14 years of employment, dude. He worked on Jade Empire, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age.
All big games.
Massive games. And he said he's just leaving. He hasn't got any other projects in mind yet, but he said he's just going to be streaming on Twitch. And so, and he's going to be connecting with other fans through Twitter and stuff like that.
I'd surprise you. If he hasn't got any ideas at the moment, he will have some. Twitch is a good way to get yourself, like advertise yourself. And you could also talk about projects you would want to do. And then a company can just pick him up and say, hey, come work for us.
And
now.
he could be getting information from fans.
Yeah.
Be like, you should be doing a game like this. And he's like, well, I'll grab that element.
Maybe he can do our Lord of the Rings big RP game, man.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Dude, I would fucking play the shit out of that. Like, I get that Shadow of Mordor is kind of roleplayish, but I mean, like,
Not proper
pick
role-playing.
your race.
Like,
You know,
Dragon Age or Mass Effect.
or The Witcher.
kind of thing.
Like, you without the strict, playing as the same guy.
You make a character and you live in that world.
Oh, Skyrim, but Lord of the Rings. Ugh.
Oh, see, that'd be unreal.
Yep.
It
Come on,
might
Mike
come.
Laidlaw. Come on, buddy. Run that one up the ladder. Thanks for the host, Kaiser.
Oh, champion. Okay, so Zero Horizon Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
No, Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wild DLC has a new trailer where it's showing off all the new environments. So
Comes
we can
out
check
next
that
month,
out.
doesn't it?
Dude, next month.
Oh, man, I've got to get this game before then. Because I've got to play this.
Yeah. No, don't buy it next week. Don't buy it before this comes out because this is coming out with a Game of the Year edition. So you can buy the game and the DLC.
Yeah, but then I pay a lot more.
Maybe.
Oh, thanks, Podfiles. That'd be sweet, man. We'll thanks for hosting.
All the hosting. Thank you.
We'll chuck you on our host list, my man, for your podcast, especially when you're doing your Beyond Blue stream. If we're not on, we'd love to host you.
Yep.
Help you raise some money.
Okay, let's get into this. Oh, it's all lagging out. What the hell's going on, man?
Yeah,
The internet's running a bit slow.
The worldwide.
Here
Oh,
we
there it goes.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
I know.
have the whole thing.
Oh, it's still jittering, but anyway.
So this is just showing off
The environments.
worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, doesn't look much. Oh yeah. I guess it looks kind of different.
It's
Because
snowy.
there is a lot of snowy worlds
Okay.
in Horizon Zero. You go to heaps of different places. Yeah, sorry. Just a bit of weird lag. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's lag on our end, so the actual video's jittering. Yeah, cool, man. It wasn't much, but it
Whoa.
did look cool.
That
So,
like smoked the computer.
smoke the computer, did it?
Smashed it out.
Yep.
Just like cop some lag.
Yep. Bloody lag. Okay, so that was that. You will play it. I know you will. You'll definitely be hitting this up. The new DLC.
Yeah. Don't you worry about that,
Yeah.
bro.
You'll be doing it. Okay, so what else is here? Oh, okay. So, who? Who has a PlayStation 4 Pro? I know Scuba does. Who has a 4K TV? I know Scuba does. And I think he owns The Witcher 3. Well, now
Yeah.
you can download the new 4K update for The Witcher 3.
Sweet.
So, yeah, cool. If you guys want to play it in 4K, I know me and Jordan don't have 4K televisions or a PS4 Pro, so we're just going to be playing at 1080p, and it still looks amazing in that resolution.
Sorry, lads. Not sure what's going on with the lag. It's definitely on our end. So
Yeah.
it looks like it's all sorted now, which is good.
The CPU just maxed out fully, but now it's going back down. Sorry, guys.
Good old Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah,
Fucking
see that?
smashing the computer.
I know, it was too much of a beautiful game.
Yeah,
It just went-
it was like, oh my god, I'm orgasming.
yeah. Oh!
Yeah, I would like. I mean, I want to play that game. I'm still, one day, and the Game of the Year edition's out now. But I was looking on PC, and the Game of the Year edition was like fucking $70.
What's
I
that
was like,
for? Is that for
with The Witcher?
Far out, dude.
I was like, what? I was then like looking at a PS4 version, and I can get a Game of the Year for like $38. I was like, why would I? And I would play it on PC. I mean, so I would play it on PS4. I wouldn't play it on PC.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a console
Yeah,
game.
big screen, big like cinematic. So
Even though
Scuba's
I
going to
can't.
blow up on Twitch because he's rich. Yeah.
You can't stream in 4K, so you can't. It's like kind of that bad situation they're in the moment. We can't stream from Australia in 4K at all.
So he can play the game in 4K.
He can play
but
it and look at it
and
himself,
then it'll
but-
downscale to what 720p.
Yeah,
Sweet.
But
Fucking
no.
Australia.
Scuba's good. He's going well.
Where is Scuba?
I know he's not here today.
Mate, get your fucking shit together.
Arsehole. No.
Stop piss farting around, Scuba.
I was going to show another trailer for Jordan because I knew he'd just have ultra cringeworthy for it. But if my computer's lagging, I don't really want to do it.
Not sure why it's doing that. We're not recording this, are we?
Don't think so. No, we're not. So, all right, let's just do it. Well, I'll show it anyway. And it's going to make Jordan just hate Nintendo
I don't
more
think
than
it'll
anything.
lag it. It was just a fucking anomaly.
It's just an anomaly.
It's an anomaly.
Okay, ready, guys? Ready for this? Oh,
Wow.
it's the new Super Mario thing.
It
but
really doesn't like this, hey?
no, something's going wrong with my computer today. So I'm not even going to bother trying. So I think we're good. I think we'll just leave it at that because
Whatever
Yeah.
it is, it sucks.
it does. So it's just not liking streaming today stuff, like videos and that. But anyway, it was a cringy.
I'm going to blame the storm.
You're going to blame the storm?
Yeah,
So-
Fraser, it's your fault. Stop calling down the storms to Bribey Island.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you're an internet cafe with a new monitor. Curved.
Oh, yeah. Australian internet is really bad. But anyway, that was a trailer. It was a jazz dance trailer.
It looked shitty as fuck.
And it has, we missed the crucial part where Mario jumps in. And it's all
Oh,
showing off the
no.
new Super Mario Odyssey. So, yeah, it was interesting. It was very Japanese, where Mario's jumping around everywhere, throwing his hat on things, chucking it on a dog, and the dog gets the moustache with the hat.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I know Jordan would hate it so much, so I was going to play it.
really
but,
would. That's okay.
It's a bit of a shame that my computer's playing up, but oh well.
It's all right. It's just more evidence that we
We don't use good gear because we don't have the
use
money.
good gear,
Yeah,
but we don't use. This is your computer. You're using
Yeah.
a work laptop.
So we're actually doing all this through a laptop, so it's not a desktop. So that's probably why the CPU isn't the best, but oh well. Okay.
What's up, Jotaro? Jotaro started watching.
Hey, what's up? How'd your 24-hour stream go the other day, Jotaro?
Oh, what a man.
Boss man. Okay. Anyway, okay, let's go. So Blizzard Battlenet app, you know, the one we use to play all your awesome games,
I'm
all
aware,
that kind of stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
aware of that app.
they're changing it. So they're going to add this new chat feature and voice channels and everything like that. But it's basically just Discord.
Oh.
So it looks exactly like Discord. We can pull it up. So this is what it looks like.
Whoa, that does look like Discord.
Discord for sure, man. Look at this, guys. This is the new Blizzard Battle.net kind of voice channels and chat channels section for the community, for your friends. So I don't know. Do you like it? Do you reckon it's going to be cool, or do you reckon it's going to be it's not going to be good as Discord? Because Discord has 37 million people on Discord.
It's so fucking good.
Dude, Lost Files, man. Thank you so much for the subscription, dude.
What a boss.
Champion. Dude.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, man. If you don't...
He fell on the sub button.
Dude, if you want... I don't know if we can reimburse them, but thanks for that. But anyway, so I guess, you could use this if you really want to use the new social features in Battle.net, or you can just go download a better software and a better app, and that is Discord. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to take off, but it's good they're doing it. It's good they're keeping up with the times, Blizzard.
Yeah. Jatari said he slept for 20 hours after his stream.
Oh, man, you were nuts, dude.
What a sleep. What are we going to do afterwards? We might have to hop into bed together and cuddle for a little while.
It's going to be full on. We might have to have a bed in the section. Everyone can have little naps. No.
Little breaks.
Yeah, but at least it's going to be more people. That's what I was telling Jatoro. I'm like, we're going to have a handful of people there streaming and not just one person the whole time. That's a long stream. You eating donuts, man.
I might be.
Oh. Okay, well, anyway, this guy this week, you know how everyone likes to speedrun games these days, right? So Cuphead, right? This hard platformer. Some dude speedrun it or all the bosses fights anyway, in an hour and 24 minutes. But if that doesn't impress you, he did it with a Dance Dance Revolution feet controller. So the Dance Dance Revolution pads, he beat Cuphead in an hour and 24 minutes, all bosses.
With a DDR pad.
Yep.
What a machine.
And we would watch the trailer, but we don't want to lag out this stream any more than it is going, so.
Spooky Lucy Lucifer. 2 guys in one bed.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, look, that would be a good sight. 2 bearded, who knows what would happen.
We do like to cuddle, so no.
You do. I give him a big hug every time I come over.
So if anyone wants to go check out that the speedrunner, he's done it on Twitch. We'll check out his name. So
I still got to watch some gameplay of this.
Okay, so his name is Peking Boo, so he did it.
Sweet.
And so if you want to check out his Twitch channel, you can. And he beat all bosses in an hour and 24 minutes with a Dance Dance Revolution pad. So good on.
What a machine.
Crazy dude.
Fraser's already confirmed he's locked in for the 16th of December.
Nice. That's good.
That's our 24-hour stream.
We've got to start planning this stuff, man. We're going to start putting hours in. We're going to be figuring it all out, how it's going to work, how we're going to do the stream, where the computer's going to sit, where's the desk going to sit for the computer games and then the console games.
You are thinking way too much about this. You're going to think yourself into not wanting to do it anymore.
No, we'll do it.
All right,
It'll happen.
What's up, Scuba? He's finally here.
Scuba's here.
He heard my call. I was wondering I asked if you were piss farting around.
Piss farting, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, where is this guy?
Well, do you get annoyed, guys? This is another piece of news, but do you guys all get annoyed at massive downloads for games these days? I remember when they used to be 9 gig for a game on Steam. And now it crept up to 50, and you're like, far out 50 gig for a game.
This is like old man complains, this segment.
And this one here, this new Shadow of War game.
Old man hat, old man beard. Old man complains about realities of the real world.
Bloody internet, but anyway.
Back in my bloody day.
100
Pepperidge
gig.
Farm remembers.
Get this right. The new Shadow of War download on PC is 100 gigabyte download.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, fair enough then.
This is one piece of news I put in because I'm like, what the hell, man? 100 gig for this new game.
Scuba, that's not a good enough excuse. Have you ever heard of internet on your phone? Mate, you need to get your shit together. I don't care whether you're getting data points installed in your house.
This is a really off-topic news segment this week.
It's
whatever.
Bullshit. We're just running through it.
Ramming on. But anyway.
He's asked, Lucifer wants to know if you're going to finish Silent Hill 2, which you have.
So I did. You can go back on the past broadcasts. I did finish Silent Hill 2. I think you were there watching me finish it. Yeah, you watched me finish it, Spooky Lucy.
Oh, maybe that person means that they you finish it again on a different...
if I'm going to finish it again? No. I'm on to Resident Evil 7 if you want to jump in and watch me play that. That's a good, fun game. Lots of jump scares. Brainwash Kaiser's been laughing his head off at me, getting ultra scared. And this week, right, I was sitting there, and because I've got that stupid Discord app thing installed for OBS, every time I open OBS, it puts me into a voice channel.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know about it. I do know, but I forgot all about it this morning.
Is this on purpose?
Yeah, but it was because of the PUBG stream when we had the people's voices popping up on stream.
Oh yeah.
Like their little profile photos.
Oh, that. Yeah.
That application puts me in a channel, and it puts me in the PUBG channel all the time. And I was sitting there playing Resident Evil 7. And I was getting right into it, and I was getting into the spooky ass room. And then all I hear on my headset is, "What's up?" And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, just go real quiet for a moment. And I alt tab and I go into friggin' Discord, and here's Brainwashed, and he's in the voice channel just scaring me. Yeah.
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 Yeah, he's on to Resident Evil 7 now.
Yeah. So now after this, I might be going to Resi 1. So, yeah.
Do you know how far into 7 you are?
Well, one guy that's been watching us play most mornings, he said, he's Sam Double Agent.
Oh, Sam Double,
Yeah, he said that I'm about halfway through the game so far.
Oh, yeah?
So
That's pretty good.
yeah, it's about 11, 12 hour
But
game.
if you're putting in 3 hours every morning, then that's
So next week I'll be done.
you're mashing through these games, mate. It's
Yeah,
killing it.
But yeah, anyway.
Kaiser is a fucking troll. I love that. He just jumps in and scares the absolute shit out of you.
What's that?
Yeah.
Scary movie style. That's what it was. Far out. We're off topic.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you guys ready for another retro console from Nintendo?
What?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
For fuck's sake. If it's
So-
64, then actually yes.
Okay. No. So Nintendo just registered a new Game Boy trademark. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So this is some photos of. We'll chuck it up on stream because that's not going to lag my computer.
Jotaro, no, Aaron's not sure if he's going to play that.
No, I don't think I will because I'm not liking how the game is. I think it looks pretty average.
Evil Within 2, that is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I might play Evil Within 1. I have that. And I have not finished that game. I'm about halfway through that game. But anyway, let's have a look at this trademark for this new friggin' Game Boy thing. But they haven't mentioned anything about it that's actually going to be a proper thing. But anyway, it's all in Japanese. But this is
Fraser, if you could do a quick translation for us, that'd be awesome.
yeah, so Fraser, just go through this and say exactly what this trademark means.
Yep.
But who knows what this means, dude? It might mean we might be getting a mini Game Boy original black and white version.
Thanks, Lucy. See you soon.
Retro Wii? Why?
No.
Jokes Wii shit.
Why the fuck would anyone? Ugh.
Yeah, it's
Just to
average
play
at
bowling.
best. Bowling and Wii Fit.
Fraser, yeah, that's right. Wii is. I honestly think they're already working on a Nintendo 64.
Yeah, they would have to.
That is a cult console now.
For our generation,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. But we are the gaming generation.
We are, that's true.
Like we're the ones. Like I know that people say, "Oh, we've been gaming since Commodore 64." Look, games were not like super legit then. We grew up with the transition from just being a bit niche to now they're a real thing. They're a mainstream media now.
Yeah.
So, and Nintendo 64 is going to happen, and I'll get one so that Emily and I can play it because I never played Nintendo 64. And if it doesn't have Conker's Bad Fur Day on it, I'm going to throw it against the wall.
I don't think it will because it has to be teen-rated system, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
But this leads into this next piece of news. If you guys bought a mini SNES, you can now officially mod it and put more games on it.
Lost Spotify, sorry, man. Lost Spotify says he's got an old-fashioned Game Boy. He likes that one. He has Game & Watch Donkey Kong 2.
Oh, dude, a Game & Watch Donkey Kong 2, man.
What's
That
Game
is
& Watch?
Game & Watch handheld devices with one game loaded on them. I've got a Game & Watch, but it's in really bad nick, so it's not on display. It's sitting in a box somewhere.
Not on display?
Yes,
you have
because
displays?
you know, all those games there, I hide all the crap, dodgy looking copies. So it's got to look good to be on that display cabinet. Yeah. Anyways, so this Russian coder named Cluster, he created a program called Hachi, Hack-Chi. Anyway, if you want to check that out, you can put SNES and NES classic games onto the SNES and the mini NES.
And if you had joined the Discord before the show, you would have already had this little piece of information for everyone else.
And a video explaining you how to install
because
it.
we were talking about this, and as soon as I saw it, I was half tempted to be like, I'm not going to sell mine anymore. And then, or I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to sell it.
And be like, hey, look, it's got Chrono Trigger on here, one of the best RPG games of all time.
Yeah. I mean,
Then you're like, what's Chrono
and I'm
Trigger?
like, no, I know what Chrono Trigger
Yeah.
is. It's a Dragon Ball Z artist one.
Yes.
It looks cool. I love Dragon Ball Z art, so come on,
It's
man.
turn-based combat, and most games that are coming out, like say, Lost Sphere, that's coming out from Square Enix.
Yeah.
that has Chrono Trigger style gameplay mechanics where you use multiple characters to do multiple different moves in area effects. Like, so you get like a cross effect, a line effect kind of thing. So you can hit multiple targets in different ways.
Must have missed the follow alert, but McGurrimp is following us on Twitch. Thanks for the
dude.
follow, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you. That's awesome.
I think I was looking when I was looking at my PlayStation, list of games to chuck onto a disc, possibly or maybe not legally, for my chipped PS1. The other one,
Chrono Cross
was in the top. Like, it was like, this is one of the best RPGs ever.
Yeah, but people that loved Chrono Trigger didn't really enjoy it.
Well,
But apparently it's still good. It's unreal. But anyway, that's all the news. It was really weird news this week. It's just a bit bland, weak. But we have a cool main topic to talk about this week.
Why will Putin control us? It was a Russian hacker. I get it now.
Yes, it was a Russian hacker.
Yeah, so it's basically getting you to download it, and then him and the fucking KGB are going to steal all your information.
Yeah.
Give it to Putin, and then they're going to shut down, like Australia? No one cares. We got fucking kangaroos here, mate. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah, so sorry for derailing again.
Yes, but anyway, let's get into the main topic now.
The
Let's
main
do it.
topic,
Yes.
loot boxes. Massive issue at the moment, and games with pay-to-win systems. So not necessarily loot boxes, obviously, by definition, but like booster packs, loot boxes, whatever you want to fucking call them. They're all the same
Anything
thing.
that's microtransactions inside of a video game that
That's
makes
right.
you perform better.
Yeah, well, okay, so that's the caveat that we
Yeah.
wanted to say. We're talking about the ones that add performance to what's probably like
Like a pay-to-win structure.
with a multiplayer system, but also like a single player. We could argue that could be an issue as well, but not so much really. Like a single player system is like, you can just say, oh well, look, it only affects you. You either do or you don't, and you're not competing against other people, so you're not creating like an economy of scale where you put in more money than the next person, so therefore you basically win. It's just you against the computer. So we'll talk about, for the most part, we're going to be talking about, pay-to-win systems in multiplayer games.
Yeah, because that is the thing that's irritating.
I don't appreciate this. You've added Overwatch to this list. Overwatch is not a pay-to-win game.
But it has the pay. It's not pay-to-win, but it uses these systems of loot crates and gambling as such.
Oh!
Yes. So
Okay,
we're
so
talking
we-
about anything with loot crates and anything that triggers
okay.
these
Well,
purchases that, you
look,
buy
man,
a full price game.
I don't think I was fully prepared for this show.
Yeah.
Then I think you might need to stop and I might need to go back write my notes again.
We'll wing it. It's all good, man.
I've got so many notes for
Yeah.
this, mate.
So anyway, so where do you want to start with this, dude? Where do you want to start off? Do you want to just mention a few games that have a pay-to-win structure like Madden,
Okay, yes.
FIFA, or
yeah. Let's go to the pay-to-win. Obviously, just being, I've got something in there that helps their multiplayer experience out, and by that you can pay real money,
Yes, to get your cards.
Aussie bloody dollars,
Yeah.
mate, and get
Cards,
for
players.
whatever, however the system, booster packs, loot boxes. You're getting in Madden and FIFA, you get players out of a booster pack. NHL, all the EA Sports games.
But it basically gives you an advantage because you have a better character than
Yeah,
the other
it gives
people.
you a massive
it's-
advantage.
It's a faster system.
Shadow of War has it in a different sort of way.
Yes,
which is interesting.
yes.
We'll get to that.
That basically crumbles that multiplayer. No one's going to play it now because the ranked mode is stuffed because of pay-to-win structures.
Yeah, Battlefront 2 has it.
Yeah, hopefully they fix it before the game comes out, but it doesn't look promising.
I don't think so. Why? What incentive do they have to fix it other than let's please the? When have they ever fucking pleased the player base? When has EA ever pleased their player base? So
Yeah.
what the
They
fuck?
don't. I don't know. What else is there? There's our NHL. That's the hockey game that just came out recently.
Yep.
The same thing.
Mass Effect 3 had it, and again, that was what I was saying before. It was in the cooperative
yeah,
system.
so it was kind of like the way they got around it in Mass Effect was that you buy it. Okay, you buy it. Who cares? Because it helps out you because you've got him on your team. So you're going to be
Yes.
winning anyway.
Yes, which is what I was saying before.
So
I think in a cooperative or a single player system,
Mobile gaming is huge.
yeah,
Clash of Clans,
separate-
Clash Royale.
Now, see, I see
huge.
this is separate to this issue though, but similar, obviously of the same vein. But these games are always free to play.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, you haven't paid anything for
Yeah.
it, so you will put some money into it.
And then the ongoing list of free to play online PC game. So we were playing Paladins.
That had the card system as well.
Shit. There's quite a few really strange ones that you can go online and find on Steam. There's a lot of free-to-play games on there.
Like League of Legends has a paid system, but it's just to get other characters. Because you don't get all the characters in League of Legends. You have to unlock them.
Okay.
Not like Dota where you get every character, and then after that it's skins.
And that's like, I guess that's like, not Hearthstone, freaking...
well, Hearthstone's exactly the
Why am I drawing
same.
a blank? Yeah,
You
Hearthstone
get,
is,
if you pay $100, you're guaranteed to get a whole bunch of legendary cards.
Yeah, D3 auction house, man.
Yeah.
What's the other game?
I don't know.
Blizzard game.
Oh, something of the Storm.
Yeah, Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the
That's
Storm,
it.
yeah.
Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with me? That has that. You don't unlock every character. You have to pick the characters you go and unlock.
But is it the same? I think League of Legends doesn't have the stock amount of characters you get. It's random for months. So if you sign up, you get a different set of characters. Say if someone did the other month, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm all for cosmetic items. If people want to pay money for cosmetic items, go ahead.
Well, in that list of games there, Overwatch is the only one that only does cosmetic items.
And PUBG. You can buy
you
can buy
in
loot
that list
crates
of games.
Yeah, in that one that I've got written down here.
Yeah.
Whatever
But-
the small list I had here.
Yeah, it's just a
I just
random list. You
chucked a few
bloody
things in there.
threw it together, mate.
Yeah.
Bloody dog.
See, I never buy into these things, man. I don't know if I don't have that kind of thing inside my head where
Everyone has it.
Everyone has
It affects you in different ways.
Okay. Mine's more loot grinding. I want more loot.
Yep.
But I like to earn the loot. I don't like to do it the cheap. Like, I feel like I'm cheating by paying.
The discussion going on now is the issue behind how difficult they're making the acquisition of these loot boxes and stuff through just playing the game. And then it's creeping, right? So the first game that comes out with this system is like, oh, you can buy loot boxes, but it's actually, not too hard to get to just earn them in the game, right? But now Battlefront 2 being a very good example of this, it is extremely hard. And the grind is ridiculous. It's hundreds and hundreds of hours to get the things you need.
And same with Destiny 2, man. The same thing. That bright engrams. You have to buy bright engrams unless you get one every level after the main level.
Bright engrams don't give you anything but cosmetics, don't they?
Cosmetics and skin colors. So if you want to get a different skin for your character, you have to get every piece of gear, and you only use one color per piece of gear. So if you want to get the whole lot, you'll have to be spamming bright engrams to get your camouflage color.
Again, cosmetic.
It's
though.
cosmetic
But
still.
it's still an issue.
I'm pretty sure the old one you could reuse them. It didn't matter on.
Spot File says, yeah, he definitely likes to earn it.
Rather than buying it. Yeah.
And most people do. It's a system that it's a very capitalistic in a way. You go out and you work hard and you get rewarded. However, they're adding a shortcut in for people with more money and less time, which is, there's an argument to be made for that option. However, as Scuba just put in the chat, I think cosmetic is the only thing that we can really ever have to keep a balanced game. The issue with Battlefront 2, which is being discussed right now, and why I said I don't think it's going to change before release, is that it's built into the system. Yeah,
you level your heroes based on how many cards you have, and you can purchase cards.
That's right.
And that's leveling your character.
And it's all RNG. You cannot trade these cards, which is another issue that I've put in our list of things to talk about. So you open a pack. You can't, most of these games, you can't trade the cards. So like Star Wars Battlefront 2, you can't say, look, I'll give you this much money. So like the real money auction house.
Do you think that's a good idea to have? I actually don't, yeah.
No, I know. Yeah. But at least that way you could still create a trading system, like an in-game economy, like Magic the Gathering, or like any card game that actually exists in real life, where you can exchange these things. So that they don't, if you get something you don't need, you basically have just wasted your money. It doesn't happen like that.
It's the gamble aspect of
Pokemon TCG, right? That online Pokemon TCG that Ollie and I used to play ages ago. It's a great game. And they have a store, and there is no money involved. You can buy packs. So you can like actually put real money into it, but every time you buy a actual real life booster pack, you get a code for
an actual
booster pack in the game.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they you can trade on those stores, and you can just put trades up, and it's really good. Like, it's just a really good system for trading. Creates like it makes the card. It's a card game simulator, so like it is a card game. But Hearthstone doesn't. I don't think Hearthstone has that, as far as I know. You can't. If you unlock a pack, there's no way that anyone else can have that card. Is that correct?
No, I don't know. I'm not going to say things that I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah. Don't want to get things
Aaron
wrong.
Jones 2017. Yes. I'm not going to say things that I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go rambling on.
I appreciate that. Yeah. If anyone knows better, I don't know if you can trade. So anyway, but
I know you can't trade in Hearthstone. You just use them for crafting utilities, so you can make yourself another card. That's out what of I mean. Cards, yeah. Break them down.
You break them down, so you don't get. And so that's a system that happens in Battlefront 2, I believe, as well. The scrap system. Yeah. There's a scrap system that is purely swayed against people who don't put the money in.
Mm-hmm.
People who are just going to go like, I'm going to try and earn this, and you get fuck all scrap to unlock attachments, unlock new guns. Like, I got one new gun during the beta. I played for quite a few hours. I think I played about 6 hours.
And one new gun.
And I think I accidentally got it. Like, it was just...
So if you use the store, you'd be fine, dude.
If I put money in, dude.
Oh, dude. And the big one as well, the Shadow of War, man. That is getting slammed for it as well. Because the loot crates will give you more orcs, legendary orcs, for your party in the ranked PvP mode.
Yes.
So this is pay to win, hands down pay to win. Because it's giving you legendary orcs. And in the ranked mode, if your orc dies, it dies for good.
Mm-hmm.
So... far out. What the hell? So they want you to buy more of these packs and loot crates and all this stuff to get better orcs. And it's in a ranked mode. I reckon the ranked mode is stuffed now because of this system. No one's going to play it.
I don't think they're going to play that, no. I think Battlefront 2 is going to have major issues.
Oh, in competitive play, yeah.
And it will forever not be competitive. It won't be, online multiplayer will be a thing. But it won't be a competitive game.
No, as if it would. I wouldn't play a game where it's jibbed like that, where rich people are going to be winning, but they're still got to have skill too. That's another thing. But you've got to have skill to unlock those heroes as well, don't you? So you've got to get so many kills to get a hero.
Yeah, but it's easier to get the kills if you have attachments for your weapon. You've got better cards. You've got a better setup of cards, which you've gotten from loot boxes.
Because the cards only really help your heroes, what I'm seeing in the scraps.
No.
Okay.
No. Cards apply to all the different characters. So like there's Assault, Specialist, Heavy, and Officer.
Then it's stuffed.
4 classes.
This game is going to be just as bad as Battlefront 1.
Well, funnily enough, Battlefront 1 didn't have this system.
But it dropped off because it was bad.
But that was only a content issue.
Okay.
The argument has been made that now that it's a full game, it's actually not a very bad game.
Okay.
And I enjoyed Battlefront 1's gameplay. I just didn't enjoy the fact that I got bored of it so friggin' quickly.
Okay.
Lost Profile says, in World of Warcraft, I like to start a character from level 1 and level up, not pay for a level 100 character.
I'm feeling it, man. I did the same thing.
Preaching to Aaron's choir, man.
I spent hours, days playing that game to get to max level. And I used the free boost that I got with an expansion, but I didn't go out and spend $60 to go boost a character to level 100 or 110, whatever it is now.
Yeah.
Same thing.
We're saying, like, what do you learn when you do that?
You learn nothing, man. You have to relearn a character from max level. It is hard to do that. You're disorientated. Let's say I used to play a hunter. And if I boosted a mage, how the hell am I going to know how to play a mage when you didn't gradually get your spells to learn what they do?
Learn the movements, learn where to how to dodge AoE attacks.
So I wonder
So
if this pay-to-win structure is going to be the same as this, where, say, someone boosts their character and gets every hero unlocked and every attachment, but if they're bad at first-person shooters and aren't used to it, are you still going to have an advantage on them because you're better at it?
Slightly.
And you play more because you want to get more unlocks than they do.
But you're creating a system where you can buy in to being better, right? So if I can buy in to, like, so say I'm good at shooters, right? But I'm not the best. I'm definitely, especially on console. But I get better weapons and cards. Someone who is like actually a good shooter will have a hard time with me because I'm not shit, but I'm actually like I'm okay. I haven't spent my hours and hours on console, but now I have a massive advantage because it's very difficult to kill me because I've got all these buffs on my character from the cards that I've got, from putting $50 into loot crates.
Yeah, I wonder if a lot of streamers are going to be doing this, to be honest, eh?
Let's go into our
Notes again?
Our topics. So start with the first one. This was the big issue.
This is a huge one, yeah.
And we got a quote.
Yeah, we
want to
do.
talk about. Are loot boxes gambling? And what do you guys think? Let us know.
Yeah, tell us in
And
the chat.
if they are or aren't, when are they or aren't they?
Okay.
So and by that I mean, in what circumstances are they not gambling? Say, it's not gambling when you only get cosmetic items, or you only you have a guaranteed loot drop in there. So,
And I think it's gambling, dude. Hands down gambling, because it's got the flashy colors, like a slot machine, exactly like what
It
most people are
is.
saying. There's slot machines where you're pouring money in, but you're getting something out. But half the time it's something useless.
but yeah, and it's definitely the same family as gambling.
Yeah. It
I'm
triggers them
still-
same things in your head.
And a lot of the stuff that we were looking at the other day, people were discussing it in the way that the only reason it's not considered gambling is because the law doesn't understand it yet.
Well, because they're saying now they're getting around is they're giving you something for your money. No matter what, you're getting something. So that's not gambling. So if a slot machine takes your money, you can press that button and get nothing
and
in
get
return.
nothing.
But the loot crate will always give you something.
And I think that hits on what the quote says. So let's go up and read that
Yeah,
quote, and then we can talk about it a bit more. So this is from Dr. Luke Clark, who's a psychologist. I think he's the
He's at the University of British Columbia.
Center for Gambling Research, which is exactly what you want to hear from. And this is a quote from PCGamer.com.
Yeah.
Psychologists call the principle by which they work on the human mind variable rate reinforcement. And this is a quote from the doctor. The player is basically working for reward by making a series of responses, but the rewards are delivered unpredictably. However, this is not part of his quote, but there are rewards, and what's what we're saying here. Guaranteed rewards of some kind.
Yes.
Can be shit. And we all know when you get shit rewards, right? We know, we're gamers. We've been doing this for years. This is continuing with the quote. We know that the dopamine system, which is targeted by drugs of abuse, is also very interested in unpredictable rewards. Dopamine cells are most active when there is maximum uncertainty, and the dopamine system responds more to an uncertain reward than the same reward delivered on a predictable basis. So the higher the unpredictability, the more the dopamine has to do with how you react. And that was another issue that we were talking about. So was the issue of transparency.
Yeah, like you want to know percentages of chance drops.
Before we
and
go
stuff
on,
like
Lost
that,
Pop File said it's gambling as the money you put in is not the result or worth what you get out of it.
Hell no, because it's just a programmed whatever. Just
it's
nothing.
ones and zeros.
And they've made that for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not collectible for yourself. It's
So I was thinking yesterday as well that gambling gives you back something that is useful in other ways than gambling. Right? So if we talk about a self-sustaining economy like a trading card game, if you don't put money in other than just buying the initial stuff, and then you just you trade and trade and trade from there, trade up, or you haven't spent any money. That's fine. But you can't really, well, not in an electronic system, you're not going to get money out of that, right?
No.
But gambling, you put money in and you get money out, and money has other values other than just in the system of gambling. Money gets you an infinitesimal number of things in real life. Trading card games just get you more trading cards. So they sustain themselves. They actually keep themselves alive. So they're a very lucrative business model instead of gambling, which is lucrative, obviously.
Oh, yeah, they're making a crap load of money off it.
There is people like you or me, let's say we ever put money in, which we never did. We went to fucking Vegas. We didn't put a single thing in a slot machine.
No, we didn't do anything like that.
And we were just, but it doesn't work on you or me. And if we did win something, we would fucking walk.
Oh, dude, I did that. I won $40 one time. I put 20 in, spun it twice, got $40 out of it, and went, I'm done.
Yep.
And then I pulled it right out.
And that's what I mean. So that you're not what gambling companies want. They want the other person.
Yeah, they want,
who wants
one more. I might be able to get $110 next.
You're like me when I get on fucking competitive on Overwatch. That's like me on Overwatch. Get in there and I'm like, one more. I can get more SR. I'll win this next game. I'll win the next game. So I think the dopamine response to an unpredictability is an issue where we don't have transparency. We don't know the rates. Overwatch had to make theirs known because of the laws in China. However, they found a loophole.
They did, and they actually went out of their way to find a loophole. Their lawyers went and worked. Blizzard's lawyers.
That's interesting, isn't it? Because
I did want to bring this up, dude. So there's like this it happened 2 years ago. So it's a long time ago.
But still cool.
But still cool, man, right? This kid, right? This dad, he gets $5,300 credit card bill off. Like, that's American dollars too. From his son, his addiction to FIFA 16.
Just a fucking FIFA game. It's
FIFA.
a game that comes out every year.
Yes. The game that cost $60 up front cost his dad $5,300 in the end from buying all these cards or whatever the hell FIFA does, because I hate this game, so I don't know what's in it. So,
how old is his son here? 17. So
17
old enough to understand what he's doing, I guess.
Yeah. That's a pure addiction. And this is feeding children, this market, I feel.
And so, like, look, I agree with him. He can be our age. Of course, I think he needs to be a bit more diligent
with his credit card.
With his credit card. And why the fuck he has that attached to that account, you know, just willy-nilly like that.
He tried to claim fraud on it, but the credit card company said the only way you're going to get money is if you fine your son for stealing and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just
report him to the police.
Well, I'm not doing that. No way. I'm done.
I'm just going to debt consolidation.
I'll pay the $5,000 to your stupid EA company.
So, yeah, Scuba's is actually right. We were saying
FIFA
before.
is pay to win, yeah.
Open packs to get good players you can trade or use. So you can trade them.
Okay. Trade them in-game.
Trade them in-game. So you're not getting your money back.
It's not like Overwatch where you get the same skin 3 times and then you can trade them in and get your skin you want.
That fucking pisses me off, man. Don't even get me started on that shit. They got to fix that. They need to fix it so that when you get a skin you don't want, you can swap it for something you actually might want.
So it's borderline in gambling. This is.
I think it has all the elements of gambling.
And they're getting away with it, and
with very tiny exceptions.
And it's targeted at teens, so teen-rated games are getting these elements put in there.
So the ethics of this is really muddy and it's a bit dodgy. You know, like we've got these companies that know who their markets are, anywhere from 12 years old to much older than that.
And some kids don't understand the value of money.
No, at 12, I probably didn't understand the value of money. But if I was playing many computer games at 12. Of course, then we were playing PlayStation 1 that had no internet connectivity. So we didn't have this issue, but there was nothing like this then. No. Gambling is illegal unless you're 18. Yeah. So we didn't have a system that could take money from you for... obviously gambling being, as we said, we get nothing from it. In this way, the way to get kids to do it is to be like, oh, I opened this pack. I didn't get the players or the cards that I wanted. I got some, but I think if I just get a couple more, I'll probably... That means people have it's a type of bias. I forgot what the name of it, but it's where that instance of probability... You believe that probability, so I open a loot crate on Overwatch, right? And I get fucking nothing out of it. And then I open it, and then I continue to open loot boxes as the night goes on. I continue to get nothing. And I eventually think like, oh man, my luck's really got to change. But the probability of each loot box is the same. Of course, if you connect them all together, the probability of opening 10 loot boxes and not getting a single legendary skin is a lot less than, just one at a time. But people mistake those like probability theories and confuse them and think that luck plays a part. And you can call it really abstract luck, but you can call it that, but really it's all numbers. Yeah, it's all statistics. There's 0.5% chance you're going to get a legendary skin. It's as simple as that. Every time you open a loot box, it doesn't change.
Yeah.
There's nothing that says oh, he hasn't opened one for a while. We'll give him a little pat on the shoulder. He can have that legendary skin,
and
or
they
he can
feed
have
you
that
with it too. They give you a couple for free. So you get to feel that
Yeah.
kind of.
The,
You go, oh man, maybe the free ones had some dodgy code. Maybe I'll get pay one and I'll get something then.
We did Junkenstein last night, and as soon as I logged into my Fred Durst account.
Yep.
And
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst. And there's just a loot box waiting there for me because it was the new event. Just have one. There you go. Congratulations, Halloween.
Yeah.
Have a loot box. Woo! Maybe you want to play a bit more.
Oh
Get
yeah,
a
do
few
you want
more.
to buy some more, man? Here, oh come on, you know how good it feels opening them.
yeah.
You get to click on every item,
And I even got a really good skin out of it as well, so it sucked me in right away.
and you're like, maybe I'll get 2 more. I'll put like $4 in.
Yeah.
$4 is all right, man.
So what other topics have we got there?
We're talking about why does the loot box system appear in gaming? I think it's half to do with greed, half to do with kind of the game prices. They haven't really crept up in 20 years, and there's a lot more people working on one video game than there was 20 years ago as well. So they haven't gone up with inflation like the rest of everything else has in the world.
Yes. Now, I tend to agree with that. I think I wouldn't mind if game prices increased, but only if we saw a notable positive effect of that increase.
If they didn't put this loot box, loot crate crap inside it.
Like a DLC system.
Yeah, or not even DLC. If they stop the DLC system.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
As in, like, sorry.
Get
should've
rid
said
of it,
that.
yeah.
If they say, look, we're going to charge $100, flat rate $100.
You get the game,
for this
everything,
game.
day one.
And everything comes with it. Everything.
We spent 3 years actually making a
full game.
Yeah.
And you pay us $100 and our contract with you is over.
No day one DLC packs. That is bullcrap.
It is.
They're like, hey, we've released this game. You can buy the base version. But then, oh, here you go, day one. There's also this other DLC you can buy for,
that makes
for
you feel
$2. You get a couple more like potions or skins or something like that.
I never unlocked that icebreaker gun in Destiny 2.
Don't. It was shit. I hated it. It was bad.
Only just to unlock it to get the fucking legendary shards, I reckon. Just to dismantle it straight away. So is this acceptable in free-to-play games?
Yes.
Yes.
100%. I reckon, yeah, you got nothing out of this game. You got to put some money in for the time you played.
Yep. I played Stick Cricket for ages.
Yep.
Stick Cricket 2. It's a great free-to-play game. However, it uses ads and a monetary system in it as well. Plays ads to make its money. I'm like, cool, do it. I didn't give a shit. Play ads to me so that you can support your own life, making a fun game that I just play every once in a while. But you charge me for something? But mobile has that. It's got that system working well. Not that I like mobile games, but
it sucks that it's trickled over to AAA games.
And
I hate it that it's got to that point. And kids that were playing mobile games when they're 10.
Scuba, no one's playing Destiny 2, mate. It's okay. There's no one left. It's just you, mate. Come on. Come over to the light side now.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding, man. It's all good. Yeah, I think they've got a good system, mobile games. Our gripe is that, it's crept over to video games, computer games, and console games. It's there
we don't need it.
Where we've... And that's why I added the last part yesterday when we were talking, where I described this as basically like an arms race. I'm sorry that it's all fucking technical and like the sort of shit that I always talk about.
That's good, man. I like the stuff you talk about.
But picture it in the situation where it's what's called a race to the bottom. It's a really common expression in ethics, where if a company starts, Scuba, it's a good. I like Destiny 2. It's all right. If a company starts doing something that's a little bit ethically questionable, but people, it's a bit of outrage. You know, like what's happening now. We're making a fucking podcast
Shadow
about it.
of War and
there's enough
Battlefront
people
2.
yelling about it. There's enough reason to be upset.
Sporting games got away with it for the last 4 years.
So people aren't loud enough, right? And so... Well, they are, but then people just get tired of getting angry, and then they go,
this is just the way it's happening.
Yeah, well, just fucking...
Just like the unfinished games when you buy them, and you know there's a DLC waiting 2 weeks later, and you shouldn't have needed to pay for that game.
That's right. So we just sort of accept it, and it's sort of like going on and on with something, we just accept it. And then the other companies that haven't done that, they're losing out then. Because that company is making a shitload of money, doing something ethically questionable, but not enough people care, and lots of people are playing it, putting money into it, wasting their time and money. And those other companies go, why don't we have this model in our game? It's successful from a business perspective. It's a successful model.
It'd be insane the amount of money you make from this.
Like
I wonder
EA
what FIFA makes.
EA isn't the biggest publisher in the world for no reason. They didn't start off being ethically questionable. They were fine, and then eventually went a bit weird. And
they actually got like rated the worst company of 2016 or something, or 2015 it was. Yeah,
pure scum. But I think it's what that means is those companies then have to go, all right, so the next game we develop, hey guys, can you put this system in there somehow? Cosmetics. Can we do this? And then the developers go, fuck, you're paying us a lot of money to make this game that we really wanted to make, so I guess we'll do it.
We've got us as gamers, we've got to stop buying into this.
Yeah, so but basically what I'm saying is they've created an arms race in that sense. So and it's a race to the bottom. The bottom being the bottom of the ethical pit.
It's true, because it started off with DLCs. DLCs were the worst DLC at the beginning was the Oblivion Horse DLC.
That's right. Yeah, you told me about that.
And now look how bad it's gotten from there.
Well, yeah. So you described that, and of course that's bad. And yeah, look, the next company that comes along to do it, a lot of their team will see the mistakes of those other companies. Just like in international relations, they'll see the mistakes of the other countries and go, we're not going to do that. We're not going to buy that weapon that gets all that attention drawn to us. What we're going to do is we're going to act like we're more ethical, but in fact we're doing the same thing just with a different face. So like Overwatch does this and Blizzard do this with like, we don't do that. It's just cosmetic, but like it's still not like. It's like, of course, I would still defend that their right to just go, you can put that cosmetic system in. It doesn't affect the gameplay whatsoever.
No.
It's still a gambling system. It's still disappointing, but they don't charge for DLC.
See, that's amazing. They add new characters for nothing.
Yeah. New characters, PvE game modes, PvP game modes that come out of nowhere for free. So can't argue with that.
You can pay some money to them for the work they're doing.
That's right.
The patches, the updates, the seasons, everything is work to Blizzard. Blizzard seem to not lay off all their friggin' employees after a game's released as well.
Fraser said the biggest problem for smaller to mid-level companies are founder packs.
That's so true, and you get garbage with founder packs.
What's a founder pack? Explain.
So you would say you can buy the base game. For example, say Divinity Original Sin 2. You go, sweet, I'm going to buy the standard pack. Then you get the founder pack, but you may get a few extra items that make the game a bit easier as you go along. I think Arcade, that MMO did this same thing. So what it was, the base pack was $20. You go, cool. You get the founder pack. You get some resources to build homes, to buy things in the game to make it easier for you instead of having such a grind.
Yeah.
So that's what they've done. And they will stay there. You can buy the base package and buy the founder upgrade anytime you like. So that's how it works.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. And there's a few games that do it. But
So yeah,
it's kind of like Kickstarter type.
Yes, that's right.
Tiers points where how much money do you want to spend for this game?
Just imagine being one of the companies that chooses not to do this.
And
yes, they look a lot better.
CD Projekt Red is a prime example of this.
CD Projekt Red seems like Guerrilla Games as well with Horizon Zero Dawn.
They've given us so much content for free.
And I, you know what? Remember we were complaining about DLC back in the day?
Yeah. I've forgotten what episode that was.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I miss that. You know what I mean? This makes me go, fuck, I'll take DLC any day of the week over this.
Hell yeah.
Like if
people basically cheating because they've got more money.
If they said, you know what, we're removing the loot box system from Battlefront 2 and we're doing a different system and now you're just going to have to pay for the DLC.
See, that's why Battlefront could never be a competitive esport because it's pay to win.
No, it's not going to. It's kind of what pissed me off with Battlefield 1 was the loot box system was shit. All you got was shitty cosmetic skins for the guns, and they weren't even good. You never even got the unlocked cool guns, and they didn't even have enough guns in it to begin with. And then they added DLC as well on top of that.
I feel like they're just pumping these games out because of the movies. That's how I feel.
No. This is Battlefield 1.
Oh, Battlefield. Okay.
Yeah, Battlefront, yeah, it's all a massive hype train, which is fine. But see, I had no problem with I can't really argue with a big marketing campaign. You know, I can't argue with the fact that when new movies come out, like what are we supposed to just say like they shouldn't release new movies? Okay, no, we want new movies. Well, what? They're not supposed to run a marketing campaign to promote their movies, to make more games, and to get people back into this really awesome universe? No, I reckon they should make those games. So it's just
a part
about
of marketing,
making those games like responsible and not shitty, which is
make them actually a good game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone's been crying out for it since Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2 from 2005, and people are just going to go back and play that now because the multiplayer's back up.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
No way. That's awesome.
You can play it. They put servers up for it. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So what were the... Says, do you think it's acceptable in single player and cooperative games?
I think it does because it more helps you out. Like, say, if it is a single player game and you want to purchase some boxes that get you better content or, say, level boosts and all that kind of stuff, I find that okay. I don't
think it's fine.
Yeah, I don't find that as bad. They do it in a lot of MMOs as well. So, like, you've got Guild Wars 2 where you can open up the Black Lion chests and they will give you XP boosts. So, and they last for 4 hours or whatever like that. You chuck a 30% XP boost on and it lasts for that long.
That's fine. Doesn't affect PvP?
No, because Guild Wars doesn't have the same PvP content as other games do. Basically, you go to the PvP world and you're max level straight away.
Yeah.
And so everyone is all balanced. There's no upgrades. There's no armor. There's nothing. You just play PvP in Guild Wars, which is a fantastic system.
So scroll back up in the list for a second because there was some stuff we missed. I just wanted to check. So
should they guarantee a rare drop of some kind in the loot boxes? At least something good instead of all garbage.
I think they need to... This sort of goes hand in hand with the transparency issue.
Okay.
I think they should be made by law to make their statistics transparent. So should gambling companies for that matter. Like I'm not interested in gambling. So I'm more like, let's protect people from things they can get addicted to.
It has to because
they can fuck up people's lives.
People are becoming homeless because of these issues.
Absolutely. So...
And what says gamers aren't going to be
well, that's right.
doing that.
What's I'm not enforcing the slippery slope here, but there's nothing to stop that. This guy gets a $5,300 bill from his son who gets obsessed, and his son doesn't understand the value of that $5,300 because it's not his money, it's his fucking dad's money.
His dad has to pay it back.
His dad has to pay it back. And
pay ridiculous interest on that.
And then he probably gets, I'm sure he gets punished, but he probably doesn't get like financially punished.
No, he's not going bankrupt.
So his son just walks away with that. So what does that do to someone whose brain isn't fully developed and then influences the rest of their life? Yeah.
It's very... It makes the gaming companies look like the evil people of the world. Like, you know, you watch all those like sci-fi, postmodern, dystopian kind of TV shows and stuff, and you see the companies at the top and they're really bad.
Well, this
is what they are.
The argument of the separation of the classes. So, like, obviously, upper class getting further from the lower class as society
and
gets
this could
more
be it.
spread
And
out.
I find lower class people will spend more money than the upper class people because they just haven't. I don't know what it is.
Well, they have
it's crazy.
They haven't. They often don't have the education. They haven't got the systems in place to protect them from falling even lower, right? So like you have an issue as a upper class person with lots of more money. This is getting ridiculous now. We're talking about like fucking socialist bullshit. But it's
all coming. It comes from that.
No, but it's right.
Core.
You got things in place that if you're rich, you have things in place that could stop you if you get a $5,300 bill from your son who's obsessed with FIFA, and then he loses all that money. That's not a big deal to you.
You can pay it off.
That happens to someone who's on minimum wage.
And if that happened to like any of us, imagine if we had a kid that just went and spent $6,000 on a credit card. What the hell are we going to do with that?
That would be like my savings for an entire year.
Or you'd be paying just interest for a while.
Oh my God.
Just trying to chip that down. It'd be crazy.
That's years of your life in terms of savings that would just fuck you over.
Yeah.
So
you'd have to cut that kid saying, sorry, mate, you can't play sport this year because I cannot afford your uniforms.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be
say
rough.
like, I'd say, look, you did this. You knew what you were doing. And in a sense, it's forcing adult conversations and issues on potentially like young children. Because what's to say that this was a 17-year-old kid who did this? What's to say that a kid isn't good at 8 years old at a game that has this system in it.
Well, it could be anything from mum's mobile phone.
Yeah.
And he's just playing, but he gets hooked and starts opening all these boxes. It's coming
Doesn't
off
know
her
what
card.
he's doing, and then even he says money there. He understands the concept of money, but he just goes, "Oh yeah, that's fine. I've got to get this though. I really want to get this."
A game that's going to be out of cycle in 1 year when
Yep.
FIFA 17 comes out.
Yeah.
This is another thing. They're stealing from people for 1 year until the next game comes out where you have no players again.
So one of the comments that I saw the other day about this was that the publishers, like EA in this particular instance, and Warner Brothers Games, they published Shadow of War, are happy to be the face of evil instead of you targeting developers, because we often use that as an excuse and say, I want to support, I like the games the developer makes, but the publisher is the bad guy, right? And the publisher will be the evil face with no names. Well, not with no name, but like no voice. They don't really...
No.
The developers are mostly accountable to their base. So like they will talk to the game, the players, and discuss this. Whereas the publishers just go,
You sort it out.
yeah,
It's your game.
So that means that we then still play and feel like we're having an effect when in fact we're not, because the publisher's making shitloads of money to continue this system on and on. When really what's needed is an all out. Boycotts are really strange. I don't know if they're as effective as people think, but I do think that there needs to be more accountability on the part of the developer. So you say, look, you add this in your game. We're not going to support you from here on in. You have to have more communication because without the developer, the publisher releases no game.
Exactly. They don't have the creative side of themselves to do
So
that.
the developer puts their foot down and says, that system is going to ruin this game that we are going to put our heart and soul into.
It could crumble their whole development company.
Yeah. We're not doing it. It's happened before to development teams that have done that. And then if the company's gone and you're just like, where the fuck did they go? Oh yeah, they went bankrupt.
So do you want to end on the whole, like we'll ask you guys in chat as well, what do you think about the price of games? Do you reckon they should up the price since they haven't really...
Yeah.
They haven't gone up at all in the last...
A bigger question, should just be, what do you think should be done?
Do you think...
Is that part of the solution?
That's true. Because I want to know where the money goes as well. Like these loot boxes. This isn't going to the voice actors. This isn't going to the coders, the artists for this game. Where the hell's it going? Because they've had their money, their compensations on sales, not on these loot crates, percentages or whatever the funding comes out of that.
Well, the game isn't finished these days when they release it, remember? Because there's DLC and shit.
Yeah.
So Battlefront 2 is still in development. As it comes out on November 17 or whatever it is, it's still in development because they have more content on the way and it's all free.
So it's not like what they did back in the days either, where you create a game, then you're sacked. You've got your contract, it's up, the game's over, no more updates. You just go on to the next project.
I think...
So are they getting more money? Is it better off for the gaming industry for that way they have these constant DLCs with more income, which creates more quality content, I guess, for games? Or would you just prefer to pay $120 for a game? But mind you, back in the days, I remember it would have been 2000, Final Fantasy 9 was released. That game was $120 on launch, and that was in Kmart. That was meant to be a cheap store. $120.
Yeah, it's
so
ridiculous.
Games have almost gone down, with DLCs and all this kind of stuff. But you can buy a brand new game for $60 these days.
I remember watching a Colin Moriarty video from back when he was on Kind of Funny.
Yep.
He had a great video on this, and the basically describing what mobile gaming has done to video gaming and how he says basically we can't stand for this anymore. Like, we need to make clear that this isn't the way gamers, like real gamers, not mobile gamers, real gamers want their games to be made. And he was saying, like, look, we should probably put the price of games up. Like, let's put it up to $80 or $90 or something. Maybe $100 is too much. I don't know. But see, if you're saying $60 is the default and we just add $30 to it, that's a season pass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, of course, they release season passes on release for $50, but that's because they're trying to make money out of it. But if the real value of the season pass is around 30 or even probably less than that, right? But if we just pay 30 so they make some money out of it, and then we just wipe our hands clean of the relationship between the consumer and the publisher and developer, and we go, that's it. It's done now. So Fraser said, I'd rather pay more for the game, but it will never happen. Just how the world is now. All about that quiche.
All about that coin, yo.
Yeah. So that's very pessimistic. I think we need a different. We need it fixed, and if Fraser, if you do want to pay more, that I think it's better to come at it from the angle of we've got to do something. Like we've got to do something, and the first thing is just talk about it, and make yourself heard.
We've got to be loud.
Yeah,
That's
I guess so.
If we're quiet and not do anything, then you're going to just keep doing it.
Lost Pod File says free games if they will have loot boxes that we need to pay. This is poor man talking. But higher paying games, if no loot boxes or in-game purchases, yeah. So you're creating a dichotomy. Do you think that all games with loot boxes like that should be free, like as in like competitive, like pay-to-win loot boxes,
or free updates? So you don't ever pay for another DLC or another update to that game. The money you give to the game is the updates.
So Battlefront 2's system of loot boxes includes that. They've said you're not paying for DLC anymore. That money we're making for loot boxes is covering that.
But I feel like it's still a bad system in that game.
No,
but say PUBG, it's fine.
But like I said with Overwatch, they have the same system, but it's only cosmetic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Not boosts for your character, not clear ways of leveling up.
And you're not going to tell me that Battlefront 2 isn't going to sell. If you put that same system that Overwatch has in it, it's not going to sell. Like fuck you. That game is like people love Star Wars, man.
They will want to buy a Boba Fett outfit. They would want to.
It was a great discussion. I can't remember what I was watching, but saying why don't we have it so you can swap the helmets, swap the armor, customize your armor, and you unlock the like Destiny 2 had actually a decent customization. Sort of you can change that piece of color, you can change it there, change it there. If you have that in a game, and that's just what the loot boxes do, you can create like a much more personal feel to your character. They added this in Modern Warfare Remastered, where you actually customized how your character looked on each team. And I thought that was awesome. I was
because it used to be only your weapons. You could get skins for your weapons.
Yeah, that's right. Now, no, you customize the character too. And if they had that in Battlefront 2, it's just like it would feel so much more like you're attached to your character and you're playing in an environment of, 60 or so people, right? So you'd feel like, I matter. I'm different. I'm different to everyone else in this game.
You're not just a blank canvas.
That's right, where everyone looks the same. I get it. But if you have that in, people will still buy this shit. It's been evident for ages that people want cosmetic gear.
Yeah. People want to customize their own character to make it feel like them.
I like that stuff. Yeah. Obviously, I wouldn't do it in Destiny 2 because I didn't really like that game.
And I just wish Destiny 2 had a beard. I'd pay for a beard in Destiny 2.
Oh, God. Yeah. But like, man, if Battlefront 2 wasn't going to be this way and it was mostly cosmetic, I probably would put money in. Because I'd like to play this regularly. I'm going to play it regularly.
Yeah, I'm still my foot down. I'm not buying it.
And the shit thing is, this is where we should probably end on. I am going to buy this game.
You are?
I'm going to.
Okay.
And it makes me upset because, and that's part of this really weird mindset. I think is that why I'm going to buy it because I love Star Wars, right? And I think EA counts on that. I'll just read out Frey's comment here. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to back anything to help make that idea happen, but the constant flow of people happy to pay for the current pay system outweighs the voice of the community that wants the change to happen. I wish it wasn't so, but that's how it appears to me. But if you continue with that, like, I'm not having to go at you, Frey, but if you continue with that attitude, that will continue to happen. I definitely don't mean that in like a mean way. I mean like, if you change it and so like you go, if everyone thinks like this, if everyone's quiet about this issue, then yeah, it will stay like this. But if you actually go, you know what, I'm fucking sick of this. And every time someone asks you, you're like, no, I'm fucking sick of that. And then you actually get out there and sort of say, social media is good for that reason, that you get on the shitty Twitter of EA and go, fucking sort your shit out. We get on DICE and go, you're accountable even though you think you're not. And I think people do it. People are very loud about this at the moment.
I'm just going to laugh at Scuba. He's just like, no one's going to play Battlefront 2 with you at all.
No,
You're done.
No, I mean, I'm getting it for me and Emily.
Yeah, okay. And I'd pay for a sick beard, just like you Lost Pod Files.
Yeah. I don't mind no one's going to play it with me. I want Battlefront to because I'm a Star Wars fanatic. Not, just to be clear, not because I think it's going to be the best fucking game ever.
Yeah.
I am not.
Myself, I'm not going to buy it, and I'm not going to buy Shadow of War. That game can stick it.
Yeah. I see. This is what I mean. In any other circumstance, I'm on principle always going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this thing that, and I think this was what I was saying before, is it's already got me. Like, and it's not the pay to win system, but I'm already bought into the whole Star Wars thing. So they get to do this in a Star Wars game and go, well, don't play it then. Don't play the biggest Star Wars release of 2017.
Yeah. All right. It's just Scoob. It's just giving you crap, dude. That's all. He was going to buy it until you made that comment about Destiny 2.
Which comment? Destiny 2?
Yeah, no one's playing it. You can play by yourself.
No one's playing that game anymore, man. No one's playing that game.
All right, well, we should finish up now anyway because we're at that time. We're at the time where it starts to drag a bit. So I want to say a big thank you to Lost Pod Files because, man, thank you for our first subscriber ever to this channel. It was you, dude.
Yeah,
thank
appreciate
you.
That, man.
It was awesome. Even though it was a slip and a click, I don't care.
Whoops.
Thank you so much for that and your support. It's unreal. I want to say thank you for joining the chat and keeping this conversation going and interesting with you guys. Wouldn't have been the same.
We're always trying to have topics like this, pretty much.
Yep.
And I think it's good. So please, if you're in Discord, we're always happy to have suggestions.
Yeah, you can always you can say you should do this as a show topic. We'll do it.
Like, honestly, that's, as we said from the beginning, we just want to get in touch with you guys and talk and hang out and play games. And we're making a community. Yep. And
this podcast is for you. So if you want to hear something interesting and our opinions on a topic, hit us up. Maybe good.
Yeah, Lost Pod Files. Thank you again, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Frey, you're a legend. You're always here.
He tried to wake up early this week, but he slept through his alarms.
Couldn't get up for Resident Evil 7. He's probably so upset.
Yeah, you're the first.
Yeah,
dude.
you broke our...
popped our cherry.
Popped our butt cherries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just because we only got affiliated last week.
Yeah, last week.
Last week. So, that was pretty cool. Really appreciate it. As we said, we're very... We love all your support. And... we do this basically just for you guys and to hang out, and it's been great. It's been a good episode, and having you guys in the chat makes this so much better.
Exactly. And for you guys to listen to the podcast episode, please join Twitch. Follow us on Twitch because this is the best place to be because you can be a part of the conversation. If you're sitting there listening to this podcast going, "You assholes, man, you need to do this." Come and jump on Twitch and give us a hiding or give us your opinion.
I don't care if you call us assholes.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Fraser put a little sloth face. Yeah, he's a sleepy guy. He's not really feeling good this week, so fair enough.
Okay. It's the best accident ever.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget you can follow us on our social media. That is Facebook at No Objective Gaming, Twitter at No Objective Game. We've also got Instagram, No Objective Gaming. We also have our Discord, which you can find underneath our Twitch page. And we've got Twitch at No Objective Gaming AU. So everyone that listens to the podcast, jump on and follow us at No Objective Gaming AU on Twitch.
Sweet.
Yes.
All right. So we'll see you next week.
Yep.
And
we'll be streaming some games.
Yeah,
so
stream through the week. Get on Twitch. We'll be there.
Don't forget to turn them notifications on for us as well.
Yeah. We'd love to have you all there. And it's been awesome.
You guys being in the chat every morning, that is all I need for support. So that's good.
keeps him from being too scared.
Yeah.
He's cat-like reflexes ready to jump at any moment.
Oh, there's Brainwash trying to scare me in Discord chat.
What's up?
Well, catch you guys.
All right, guys. See you soon.
See you later.